My name is Sharat. I am a psychiatrist. I am also the Assistant Medical Director for OMH Adult State Operated Services. I am in an odd position as being someone with this sort of dual identity. On the one hand, I'm a psychiatrist, so I provide mental health care. And then on the opposite side, I'm a patient. My journey in mental health, I think, has been a bit of a roller coaster. My original plan was never to be a psychiatrist. I actually ended up leaving medical school the first time around, in part because of my mental health symptoms. I was planning on potentially living the rest of my life doing work in computers and working in IT. That was the original plan. I was in college when I first started to experience the symptoms of my mental illness. I was extremely depressed. I was having a lot of trouble functioning at school. I was even at a point where I was questioning whether I wanted to be alive or not, and saying that out loud to some extent as well. My friends finally pulled me into a room and kind of confronted me with like, no, this isn't who you are. We know who you are. This is something you can get help for. This is called depression. It's a condition. It was hard to believe it, but because of the people who were confronting me with it, I think I was better able to recognize that and understand it. And then that was my first experience with the mental health care system. Being in a state hospital, even before I was in medical school, kind of opened my eyes both to the positives and negatives of our mental health care system. And in many ways, it inspired me to move into a career that was not just about being a psychiatrist and taking care of people, but also taking care of systems, knowing that like we have a system that really needs improvement. My current recovery journey is definitely a journey. I don't see it as a destination. I don't see it as I'm gonna magically get to a certain place and voila, I'm recovered. It's something that I have to work on an ongoing basis every day. A big factor in my ongoing recovery is that I did actually have a very serious mental health episode in 2017 and had a psychiatric hospitalization. I think the hardest part in many ways, looking back and being able to see, was me being able to recognize that I was ill in the first place. I really struggled with that. This was just after a long period of time when I was out of treatment and doing really successfully. And being able to see that I was actually not well was a huge barrier. So it's been a real ride, and I think one of the highlights for me has been finding the people and places in my life along the way that have moved me forward in that recovery journey. My current partner, my child, my job even, and being able to work in the Office of Mental Health has been a big part of that. And being able to be open about my mental health condition in the work that I do has been a huge part of that. I would hope that people could hear the message that a psychiatrist can end up in a psychiatric hospital. Someone who's at that level can even be down in those dark moments and can find a way out of it. And that recovery journey is something I'm continuing to this day.